So before we continue on, I realized my brain had a whole brain fart and I said real action heroes when I went to say real American heroes. They both do the RAH abbreviation. So that's my fault, y'all. I'm going to put this at the front of the video. So when you see it and hear it, just know that my brain meant one thing, my mouth said another, and I apologize for that. So yes, it is real American heroes, not real action heroes. So thanks for that in advance. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Island Viper. Now, this one's pretty tricky because I was not able to get and acquire one of these at Target. I actually had Figure Fix help me out and get me one. I would have liked to have 3 of these guys, but that's just not the case and that's not going to happen. So I'm happy with just one. I'm going to deal with the fact that I have one and just be sad because it has been one of those problematic things of beating the bots and beating scalpers, and you know, everyone wants to army build it, but there's not enough stock. So that is a major issue happening right now. So Hasbro, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, but if you are watching, please know that we would like better distribution. Even if you're going to have scalper bots, you can easily beat that by doing what you always do. Have stuff readily available. This was not an issue when Toys R Us was around because they constantly kept things in stock. All you have to do is hopefully do the same. And I'm hoping that someday somebody listens to that. But enough about that. That was the intro and that was terrible. So let's get to the fact that when we can enjoy G.I. Joes, they're actually really great figures. And this is no different with the Viper. If you love the Cobra Troopers, you're going to love this because it's that in a similar manner. Vipers are basically guys who look a lot more like Cobra Commander in the helmet, but Cobra Trooper every place else with a better color scheme in my opinion. So as we can see here, and again, I'm trying my new setup and I'm a little off to the right. I'm just not sure how to really fix that just yet. But yeah, as we can see color scheme wise, these guys basically look like an armored up version of Cobra Commander, which I really enjoy that. I like that outlook. I like that take on it. It's really pretty cool. And it's one of those things where it just looks cool. it does. I don't know what else to say there. But yeah. So the only one drawback I can say about this is that in this area here, just like with Beachhead, you're going to lose all your ab crunch because the armor that goes over it kills that upper torso articulation. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much where it needs to be, how it needs to be, perfectly rounded out in a modernized version of the Cobra Trooper. So articulation for our head is pretty much the same as Cobra Commander, actually. Because if you look at that long neck peg, this is that of the similar Cobra Commander. So they're definitely taking from that. They're doing a more armored shell-like helmet on the outside instead of the more regal output of that of Cobra Commander. And we can actually go down pretty well. We can go up. Only thing that's going to get in the way is the vest is looking all the way up. But we still can tilt side to side with no problem and have a little bit of range there. As far as our arms go, we still get our butterfly joints. This one doesn't seem to be as crazy as the others, but this will get you to your this will get you to wield weapons easier when you're holding it with 2 hands, as you can see, because it can cross over a lot easier. And we can lift up and let's see about that T-pose. Yep, we can hit it with no problem. T-pose is no problem. We have bicep swivel and we are double jointed, which will allow for more range. And we have these gauntlets here that actually look pretty nice and they can rotate technically, so they don't have to sit in one spot. So let's take these hands off. And I want to talk about the gauntlets for a second, because if it wasn't for my main man, Pharaoh Black, I wouldn't have known that you can actually take these off. I didn't think that you could, but I saw him do it. And yo, it looks phenomenal because it looks like the real Action Heroes Marvel Comics version of the Viper under, because they basically roll their sleeves up. And look, it's rolled up under there. So as you can see here, you can technically get your classic look out of these guys too, which is pretty dope. Now for this one, the wrist peg is a little larger. So you're going to have to either heat it up to take off this one part. But if you want to just leave one on, you could do it. But you're going to definitely have to heat it up to get this one off, to get over and around, which is a little bit more tricky. But I'm going to leave one off because I like the look of it with one gauntlet being asymmetrical. Like I said before, you are going to lose your ab crunch here. It's all there under the vest, but you're definitely going to lose it. The way to get it off is you're going to heat it up, pop the arms off and take it off to see what's under. But considering I only have one Viper, I don't want to take that chance right now. So that's a no-go for me. Oh, as far as the lower torso goes, our legs can go outward with no problem. We can hit the forward movement. We have a little bit of an issue here with our sidearm holster. So it's going to get in the way of this part right here, which can cause some issues to rub, but you can just flip it up and forward and you can just go right under the vest to just mediate that issue. And actually we can get a really nice forward leg movement that goes pretty high. We are double jointed and we do have thigh swivel. So everything is all there. We always have the super generous ankle pivot with everything Hasbro. They kind of spoiled everybody with that, and I am not against it at all. I'm here for it. So when we talk about that movement here, as you can see, oh, don't forget, we still have the drop down technique that we originally gained with Snake Eyes. I totally forgot all about that till just now. And we have a boot cut swivel. So these are things I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, if we're looking at this guy right now, just doing standard issue, cool looking stuff, we can actually get some really nice movement here. And I really, really like that. Even with us losing our ab crunch, we can still take on basic movements, militaristic movements, like let's talk about moving forward and doing like sort of the stance that you would get while moving stealthily or quietly, while holding a combat knife or things like that. So you still get those movements. And I like that. I like that despite losing that ab crunch, you can still get the more general movements. Now, if we're talking about the other accessories, what we do get is, you already saw the sidearm holster. We do get one of our Nerf Enforcer pistols. Just gonna slide right in, no problem. We are going to get a larger Nerf rifle painted in black. Let's pop that in the hand right now. Ooh, put it in the wrong one. I don't know why. There we go. I don't know why I always do that. And as you can see from what I previously said, our pegs, oh, one more thing. The left hand is the up and down peg. The right hand is the left and right peg. So one is vertical, one is horizontal. You do not get the same on both. But as you can see here, you can hold it with two hands. So if we're doing some sort of cool looker to him, there we go. Looking pretty cool there. There you go. You get something nice. Next up, you will get goggles to go over the helmet. Again, giving you that real Action Heroes continuity look. Mines have trouble staying on top of the helmet. As you can see, they kind of ricochet back up. So, but once you get it on, it does stay. Fix our focus. There we go. And you will lastly get a Cobra Backpack. This is going to be for when you're out on terrain and hitting different things. Now, you need to be careful here because my vest does not line up with my port in the back. So I got to wiggle it around to try to find the opening, which is a little bit of a pain. So I'm not going to put it on now, but it does look good on it. Hopefully I'll get it for photos. But let's try to see. There go my goggles flying. Let's actually try to peg this guy in. The backpack. And as you can see, mine is having some trouble, but once it's on, it looks pretty good. So if you obviously are on Cobra Island, these guys will have all their gear and terrain to look really good. I really like the old classic continuity look, so I'm probably going to find a way to remove this gauntlet so I can go all real Action Heroes. But this has been pretty fun, and I really hope that more people are able to get Vipers, for real, for real. But, you know, it sucks that we can't get it. But without further ado, I'm going to take the second and I'm going to clean up so we can get ready to do size comparisons. So let's get to it. So as we continue on, I realized again, and I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, I've made a mistake, called it Real Action Heroes instead of Real American Heroes. Again, the RAH kind of threw me off, and my brain said one thing and did another. But now we're going to jump into comparing stuff for the Viper. I have a bunch of Joe stuff, so let's start off with that. First up is your main man, Snake Eyes. So Snake Eyes, here we are with Storm Shadow. And my Storm Shadow has been modded, so that way he has thigh cut and thigh swivel, ankle swivel, right? He's a little bit smaller now, but it's still worth it because he has more mobility. Here we are. Oh, no, don't fall. Another Joe, who I call Kimbo Slice at this point. And that's the LeBron James Kimbo Slice version. Here we are with Destro. And as you can see with these guys across, I like the fact that we're all getting Joes in a bunch of different sizes. Not all the same size, but all looking really good for all various different reasons. So let's take these Joes away. I'm gonna leave the Cobra guys because what I'm going to do is, here is Baroness. Nope. Baroness is gonna have some trouble standing. I play myself all the time with this and I always forget. Yep, that leg, that ankle. Mine has a severe ankle issue, but there's no way around that really, because I don't know how to swap that peg. Let's take Storm Shadow out and leave Destro. And let's compare the Cobra Commander, put him in here. The Regal variant, right? I actually like this colorway the best, but it doesn't match the others, so I'll probably use the other one. Then here we go with a regular Cobra Trooper. So there is a lot that's happening here. We have a bunch of Cobra guys. And again, all different various sizes. But as you can see here, these guys are probably going to work closest to Cobra Commander for obvious look-wise reasons. But in terms of rank, I believe the Cobra Vipers are the same as Cobra Troopers. But you have different ranks of the Vipers, if I remember correctly. But that depends on which version of the comic book you were reading, because the IDW stuff makes these guys pretty terrifying. Here we are with Beachhead. Right, so here's Beachhead with Viper. Can't wait to have those guys fight. Now we're gonna compare it with some other different lines. So let's do it. Here he is with an Articulated Icons Ninja. Here we are with a Lightning Collection Green Ranger. A lot of green around this guy. Didn't realize that till now. Next up, we're going to do a 1000 Toys Knight of the Slice. I mean, sorry, not Knight of Slice. I forgot the name of this one. Next up, we can do a Mythic Legion. So here's a Mythic Legion's Vampire. And as you can see, they're all different sizes and comparing a bunch of different ways. But for the most part, Hasbro stuff kind of works well with each other. They're not as small as most people think because they actually scale out pretty well with the Mythic Legion. And then we have these two guys, which are smaller, but still work well. Let's take these guys away. Just move you slightly over this way. Here we are, the Storm Collectibles Scorpion. And then if we're gonna do a Mezco, let's choose KG Beast. But if we wanna choose a slightly different size, here we are with a Netflix Punisher body, which looks a little bit more in the style of the G.I. Joe size-wise. But that's a Netflix Punisher body, but obviously a Red Hood custom head. Last but not least, here we are with an SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Then we see what we got. We got some pretty cool stuff. And the Cobra Wrap looks like it scales out pretty well with most things. So I don't see that as a lose at all. So if you want to mix around your stuff, do G.I. Joe versus Kamen Rider, or G.I. Joe versus Red Hood, or whatever it is you're going to do, I think this guy will scale out well enough so that it would look pretty good despite whatever it is you choose to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. I just hope you guys took something away from this that's pretty cool. So thank you as always. So please guys, as always, be good, do good, drink your water. Later. Hey guys, one of the things I forgot to review because it actually fell down and I didn't see it till after. It was all in the groove. Here we are with a scarf. Now the scarf can easily just be placed right around. Obviously I don't have a free hand to do it, but you'll see it in the photos. But I do want to show you that the scarf is soft, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or anything like that. So yeah, add-on bonus round. Thanks guys.